All right, so welcome. This is an effort to share some beautiful family stories. Hi, Nanny.
Hello.
How are you? Yeah, so thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I really wanted to hear about your thoughts and on your grandkids, and it's been when I showed up, she got out the photo album, and we've been looking at pictures for a little while. So let's go ahead and get started. Nanny, how did you feel? Something we talked about earlier, but how did you feel when you first found out you were going to be a grandma?
Devastated. I
Devastated.
didn't think I was old enough, but
Okay.
uh, it grows on you.
It grows on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially after that baby gets here.
yeah. He's a good one.
Yes, he is. We were
So
awful proud of him.
so tell me about the day, and I know it's been so long ago because oldest is at the time of recording 35, and so uh, but you said you had more memories of holding Lexi than you did of Brennan, or do you remember that?
Lexi, I'm sure I was ready for Brennan, like a grandma gets ready.
Right.
But I remember being more ready for Lexi.
Okay.
Uh, she was so tiny and so precious.
Oh,
She was my father would call her Little Bit.
a little bit.
That
Okay.
was her nickname, and she remembers that.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I'm telling you, getting old is not good for memories. I wish I could remember more, but I've lived 5 lives, so
Okay.
I'm really.
No, that's all good. It's all good. Um, so if we're going to talk about grandchildren, you have three kids:
Mhm.
Shelly, Shannon, and Shay.
My
So
S's.
you had something with S's going on.
No, I wanted to name Shelly Gigi.
Well, that's her grandma name.
I know. And
Yeah.
she would have loved it, would have fit her to a T.
Yeah.
And I was on my delivery, in the delivery, uh, before you go to deliver, and uh, Gary's mother said, "Well, Rhonda, you have a name picked out."
Okay.
And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Okay, what is it?" Gigi. Oh my God, it sounds like a dog. And I was hurting so bad at that time, I didn't care.
Right.
So she said, "How about Shelly?" So actually, Esther named Shelly.
Esther named Shelly. And Shelly's got
Two.
Brennan and Lexi.
Lexi.
Okay. And Shannon has
Three. Two.
two. Okay.
Tessa and
Tessa
Levi.
and Levi. And then Shay's got
Four.
four. Oh my gosh, they just doubled over, didn't they?
Alexis Bree, which she'll always be my breezy.
Nanny calls her Bree, and yeah, she's
And
going by Alexis
Garrett, uh, uh, Riley, and Kinsley.
now. Yeah, so they are
Precious.
So it goes. We went through the ages at the time of recording: 11, 14, 17, 20,
20.
25, 30, 33, and 35.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my gosh, that was a lot to remember.
Yeah. A lot of years, my life.
That was a long time. Um, and I took a note down here, but one of the funniest things your grandkids ever did, one of them, and you brought up a story about Henri.
Brennan.
Brennan.
And I know I know he will remember this. But for some reason, we were all at Esther's, and Shelley pulled up in her car, and she got out, but she wouldn't let the kids out. And I'm sure that's what provoked this.
Okay.
She was just going to run in and run out. And when we went back out, Brennan had proceeded to lock the car doors. And no matter what she said or we said, he wouldn't open them for nothing. And then her temper got the better of her, and of course, then he wasn't going to open because she was going to beat him to death. And then Esther took off saying, "Now, Shelley, we didn't talk to you like that. We didn't beat you to death, and all of this, you know." And I can't remember what really got him to open it, but
he finally opened it.
He finally opened it, and we didn't let her beat him to death, but she was not happy with him.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But when I think of the past, I think of that.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
A really good story. I'll have to give him a ribbing about it. About it.
I'm sure he remembers it. He had to be 5 or 6. He'll remember that. Okay. And I'm sure Shelley will too.
So next question. We talked about, Lexi told me, camping in the mountains, and so you started tenting, and then you travel trailered. And
well, we started in Esther. Bud and Esther had a travel trailer. They bought just a little one. 1 bedroom, and then you made the beds down. But with our little kids, it worked great.
Okay.
And they would take it to Red River and leave it for a month, and they'd get to go take it and go get it, and we got to stay in between.
Okay.
Larry and Gary would get a week off, so we had a place to stay, and then we educated on up. I don't remember camping but 1 or 2 times because it got cold.
Okay.
And so we would go take the kids and go to condos.
Okay.
And they could swim and do different things. But,
okay.
That was part of our summer. Everybody planned on that.
Okay.
But we did camp a couple of times, and it was cold. And we were camping. We had our, I guess, pickup. Yes, we were in the pickup, and we probably had a topper on it. But I remember being in tents. Shay had taken her friend with him, and they popped their tent a little bit of distance from ours. Well, I woke up the next morning, and there was a huge driving, beautiful motorhome next to us, and I tell you, I never felt like Cinderella in my life. To that day, it was raining. He was sitting there in the window looking at us, drinking his coffee, and I was cold. I was crying, and I said, "You either take me to a motel or a condo, or we're going home."
Right.
Well, we went to a condo.
Okay.
And we condoed after that. We didn't
sleep in tents anymore.
We loved camping. I loved camping,
yeah.
And I still do. But I like to do it with a toaster and I didn't go rub it very much.
Okay.
But then we started going to Lake Fryer.
Okay.
Where it was closer and we could drive in and out.
Well, now a funny story that I remember about you camping.
Mm-hmm.
You and Dixie went camping?
Yes, we did.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That hasn't been that long ago.
A couple of years ago, we were living here, so it's been within the 6 years.
Yeah.
She came out. We went to Walmart.
Okay.
We bought us a tent and a blow-up mattress and a little air conditioner.
Okay.
And I packed stuff so we could cook breakfast.
Okay.
And we were going camping.
Okay.
So we did. We went to Lake Fryer.
Okay.
We got our tent out. Could not figure out how to get that up. So we go into the store, and just happened Rocky was running the store, and I knew him. And I said, "Rocky, I'll give you a beer if you would." And we don't drink. I don't know where I was going to get that beer, but I thought at the end of that, he had given up drinking too.
Okay.
But he came and put our tent up for us.
Aw.
So we did that, and I'll tell you, we could crawl in that tent. Get out of that tent the next morning was something else. I was down on my knees, and she was a push.
Oh my gosh.
I said, it would have been a photo shoot.
Okay.
And then once I got out and got up, I pulled her. That's how, and this was just like 6 years ago, so we were in our late 60s.
Okay.
It's harder than you think.
All right. So with 8 grandkids. I'm sure it's hard to kind of keep track, and they're spread out over the years. But Christmas dinner, one food that's a must-have.
It seems to me, as much as I can remember, most of them ate everything except Brendan's very picky and Shay was very picky.
Okay.
But they would eat meat and potatoes and green beans.
Okay.
But we had a lot of good dinners, and I got to where I had most of the Christmas dinners, so I could bring both the families together.
Right.
So I'd have anywhere from 17 to 20 people.
Oh goodness.
But everybody helped. Everybody brought stuff, and then
Right.
we just set up tables where we could, and it's good memories.
Okay.
Good memories cooking Christmas dinner. But I cooked a lot of Sunday dinners, and that's what the kids talk about the most.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
we had Sunday dinners where sometimes we'd invite Bud and Esther, but they were always late.
Okay.
They'd have to ride around and make sure everybody was where they were supposed to be before they'd come to eat.
Right.
So I got wise and started telling them an hour before.
Okay.
Like if it was going to be at 12, well, I think I'm going to have it at 11:30 today. So that wouldn't be too late.
So, deviled eggs.
Oh, yeah. Deviled eggs is Shannon's favorite. Now, I can go to my kids, but I can't go to the grandkids.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Well, what's Shelly's favorite?
I don't know. You know, one thing about having girls, they're always on a diet.
Okay.
And I remember them not eating that much through their high school years.
Right.
So I cannot tell you. She liked beer rock and cinnamon rolls.
Yep.
Meat wise, I don't know. I guess I'd have to say steak.
Yeah, we like a fillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Shay, of course, is a meat lover. Meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
He won't eat cheese of any kind. Well, he said he would eat mozzarella, but none, and I don't know where he got that. And for years, he wouldn't eat ketchup.
Oh, goodness.
And I was with him just not very long ago, and he just got a dry hamburger. No mustard, no mayonnaise, nothing, just dry. I said, man, you are a knockoff of your great-grandfather.
Well, he did, we did beer rocks.
He loves beer rocks.
Yeah. We made, I probably gave him a dozen or more, and he took them. That's when he was doing over the road.
Mm-hmm.
Took those and.
Yes, he told me. He said, "Man, Mom, they're good."
So, well, that was that's what Shelly and I talked about. We tossed out cinnamon rolls or beer rocks, and she said, "Well, I'm surprised you didn't make beer rocks, but cinnamon rolls were a lot easier." So for today,
I love cinnamon rolls. That would be great in the morning.
Yeah.
Morning, I'm not a breakfast eater really.
Okay.
And those will be great.
Piece of bread with your coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound good. Sound good. All right. So our next special traditions passed down, and somebody told me that you won an award for.
We won 5 times for our house being the prettiest decorated.
Okay.
Gary and I would get out there. He'd bring the tractor home with the bucket.
Right.
And we'd get out and decorate. I can't say the kids didn't help much outside, but the girls helped inside to this day. They're not fond of it.
Right.
But it was in mine and Gary's genes. We got it. He got it from his mother, and I got it from her after I got in family.
Okay.
So I love to decorate.
So, and they do tell stories about Esther and Christmas.
Esther was Bud too. They loved Christmas.
Okay.
And they could not spend enough money. I have seen they had a huge living room, and I have seen it so full you couldn't walk through it.
Yeah.
But she would buy like bowls, stuff that we could use. You know, we hadn't been married very long, and
All right, so the decorating for Christmas, uh, that was a big deal. Shelley stole Christmas Eve, went to church,
Mm-hmm.
had a meal, opened
No,
presents.
we'd start about 4 in the afternoon. We go uh, to Esther's. We did eat a snack
Okay,
before we went to church, and then we would always go to church on Christmas Eve and then go back and open presents.
okay,
Now later, it got to where I would have dinner. We would go early and then not go to church. They would go to church, and we didn't because I had my other side coming, my side.
okay,
So I would go home and I would have snacks or chili or something and
okay,
fix that for the kids, mother and the kids.
okay,
So they had a place to go for Christmas.
right. Well, we do. This year it was unseasonably warm,
Very.
so we did not do all that we had planned, but uh, Shelley wanted to do the butter balls and soup and then beer rocks. So we did beer rocks for Christmas Eve and no soup. And then Christmas Day, we had that. I took a picanha, it's a cut of meat, that top round, and cooked it like you would a prime rib. It was
Very
really
good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. So I think Brennan likes ham, but I think if I could have somebody vote with me on holiday meals, we would have beef
Oh, well,
and not
we
turkey.
I never fixed beef. We had turkey and ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah,
But no, because we ate so much beef during the year.
yeah,
Uh, Good. I'm glad to hear he likes ham.
yeah.
Little stink.
All right, so we kind of got both of us got to thinking and getting invested. Proudest moments of watching grandkids grow up, and
I was always proud of my kids and grandkids.
okay,
Um, my grandkids, let's see. Lexi ran for football queen. Um, I want to say she was a cheerleader, but I don't think she was. Tessa was always straight A's. She's our smart one. Um, and then we come down to the boys.
okay,
And of course, at that time, Brennan was living with Shannon and Casey. So he became a wildcat.
okay,
And uh, he's quite a bit older than Levi.
10 years.
10
Yeah.
years older. Well, we followed him, and Gary was alive then, of course. We followed the Wildcats, and he won 3 state championships with them. And he was a starter, he was an end. And Gary was very proud of him.
Okay. And then Coach Ketting had Levi too, didn't he?
Yes,
He had Levi.
Would have been 7 years later,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
And Levi was determined. He wasn't that big, but he was determined he was going to play football. And he did. He worked out. I mean, he worked hard. And he was a starter also. And he has 4 rings.
Okay.
4 state rings.
Okay. Well, a book came out a few years ago, and it's on my Amazon watch list. I don't know, but it talks about there are 3 schools along that highway. Is it Slayton, Canadian, and I don't know what the one in Kansas is, but have got a lot of state championships.
There for a while, Canadian, you couldn't beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were tough.
Yeah.
And they played good ball.
Yeah.
They were fast. What they did is they wore them down. They were so fast.
Right.
They didn't take in between plays. They go right back out. They just absolutely ran them down.
Okay.
They were so fun to watch.
So.
And of course, when you always have somebody out there that
you can cheer on.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
you're rooting for. It just makes it that much better.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, I was so proud of Brennan. He did a really good job. And then when Levi came on, uh, we Gary was gone by then, and
All right, so our next question, if you were going to give one piece of advice to your grandchildren, what would that be?
I've thought about that since you've mentioned it,
Okay.
and I've come to the conclusion at 73,
Okay.
family is the most important thing you've got.
Okay.
There's strangers and there's people that you like and adore, but you can count on family.
Very good. I think that's very important. I think telling secrets here. I think Shelley would like to be the Esther in this. Just kind of a ringleader and over decorating for Christmas and organizing everybody. And
Well,
yeah,
I would like to know that that's going to be taken care of,
yeah,
because that's one tradition that you remember.
right,
Christmas is important. It's important for different reasons for different people,
right.
but it brings the family together.
It does. It does. So. And we just, our last Christmas, it was kind of strange. Everybody was going their own separate ways, but we got to see you and Shannon and Lexi and John and the baby, and we had a good meal, and yeah.
I so enjoyed that. Made my Christmas.
Good, good. We were kind of glad of that. Yeah, the ones down south were doing their thing, and the ones in Emerald were doing their thing, and but we had Lexi and the baby.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to take that baby somewhere, but she's got to be able to wipe her own bottom and tie her own shoes first.
Well, it's gonna be a while then.
It'll be a minute.
I think Shay was in 4 or 5. I think he had started pre-K, and Mother taught him how to tie shoes.
Okay.
And I'll never forget that. We were on our way to Amarillo, and they were in the back seat, and she taught him that day
Okay.
how to tie his shoe. I think he remembers it too, because I talked to him about it one time and brought that up. He said, "Yeah, I remember. Grandma Mother taught me how to tie my shoe."
Okay. How funny. Yeah, I was sitting there trying to think when I learned. Who knows?
I can't even think that far back.
It's quite a minute. So, kind of coming to an end, Nanny. I do want to thank you for sharing these beautiful memories and stories with me. I loved hearing about them. I heard a whole bunch more that aren't in this video that I will be reminding folks of in the future. But this does mean the world to me. This video here is for family only. That is a request from my wife. She doesn't, and so we're going to have it private. It's not going to be searchable, so we can share a link, and I am disabling comments on it. So I just don't want that temptation to be there. So it's out there to enjoy and get to see you relaxed, because you're just this has been so easy today. But and as always, if you're watching this, you're still on the channel, you can like the video, just can't comment on it. And so that's gonna kind of wind us up for today. Is there any other story or memory that you want to share?
Oh, I have so many, but no, not really. I don't know how the kids are going to take this.
They'll be fine.
I hope that they remember.
Okay. I mean, we were talking about, Shelley and I were talking the other day, maybe yesterday, about missing my dad, and she said she missed her dad, and I mean, I'm sure you led us that with that going to Brennan's games with
Yeah, yeah.
sitting in a bucket loader with Gary driving the tractor. That's something.
He was, and I drove.
Oh gosh.
He was in the back at racing, putting the lights on the house or on the trees, and was driving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
that's a good memory that I have.
That is a good memory.
And he let me do it. So many men don't like decorating,
I know.
but he was all gun ho to help me. So,
Well, don't get any ideas, Gigi. We're not buying a tractor. So,
oh, well, thank you for doing this. I at first had questions about it, and then I thought, maybe that would be a good memory.
it is good. It's fun, I think. I mean, I like doing this.
I hope the kids take it that way. But
Well, I mean, they don't. I get the camera out, and Brennan and Zian just go crawl under a rock and hide.
well, like I said, I didn't take a lot of pictures, but the ones I take, I really enjoy looking at.
Yeah. Well, we'll have this. You can again. I don't know when I'll get this edited and posted, but we'll get it out. This will be fun. It'll be a blessing for grandkids, maybe even for your
That's what I
kids.
think. My kids and grandkids.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.